is a British light cruiser. She's accompanied by a number of destroyers, and they're going to commit suicide. They're going to attack Ostend and Zeebrugge, which are well covered by short batteries, and they're never going to get anywhere. We're more concerned about us, the High Seas Fleet, and there we are there, slowly heading south, northeast. We're getting away from the scene of carnage and the sirens of East Anglia, or whatever it is that drew the British onto the shore and decided to destroy themselves. I know that the fleet looks a bit strange, its colour. That's because of the time of the day. The sun has gone down virtually, and dusk is upon us, and weird stuff happens. Also, we're in the twilight zone. I'm not sure which. It could be that, but here we are. It's our little surprise. I got this. This was added to our fleet just before I left, and she's at the head of the fleet, which is a silly place really to have her, because if we ever got into battle, the AI would target her straight away, and she wouldn't be any more. So I'm gonna put her further down the line, probably next to Frederick Gross, because that would be a better place for her. But yeah, don't she look really fantastic? 15-inch guns, our first 15-inch gun battleship, and probably our only one. No, I can't remember when the other one actually joins, but yeah, she looks pretty magnificent. Okay, meanwhile back at the coastline, the European coastline side, the French side, or the Belgian side, I'm not sure which. Sorry about that, got disturbed. Right, we're back in the battle. What were you doing? Oh yes, of course, this ship is sinking, isn't it, when it's headed towards the coast. She's going to beach herself. Yeah, it's going to make that easily. Oh, really close. Well, we've seen this a few times before, haven't we? But she's doing it deliberately this time. Well, the others did it deliberately. Well, the other battleships. But whether it's the sirens or some dodgy coding in the game is another thing. But she did that deliberately, and that's what they basically told our guests to do if they're close enough to the shoreline, is to beach themselves. And these destroyers, well, this one here is now a target. Now the other one is gone completely, and she, I would imagine, is not going to last very long, because the batteries, the short batteries, pretty hefty things, 8 inches or more, up to 11 inches. Oh, they are 1 inch is got medium damage already. It's not going to take a great deal, and that's the fate for basically anything that's close to the short batteries at Zeebrugge and Ostend. But the Germans, the British keep trying to try. Oh, speaking of that, she's sunk already. Look at the black icon on at the beginning of her name, if you can actually see it on the video, denotes the fact that she's actually sinking. But it's going to take quite a while. It just says she's that badly damaged that she will sink, given certain circumstances. She will sink quicker, or she will sink in the time that's allotted to her. It's shown in just over 5 minutes, like I said. If she was left alone, she would take that long to sink, but because she's still a target and she's still British, other British ship. Nice shot that was. What was that? Yeah, because of the. She'd like that. And with all the more hits she takes, she gets more and more damaged, and the more damage she gets, obviously the quicker she's got a lot more holes to plug up, and she's not going to plug them up because she's sinking. She's heading towards the coast, just like her sister ship did, and she will beat herself along with probably a few others. This is what they've been programmed to do. Like I said, British battleships, that wasn't, I've never seen that before. Oh, well, no, she did not beat herself. That was a massive, great internal explosion she just suffered. She just blew up. And that's something you don't normally see. I mean, when the ships blow up, you do see that exact thing, the internal explosion. But unless you're actually pointing the camera at the specific ship at that specific time, you don't see it, because it comes and goes so quickly. So I was pretty lucky just to get that. And the ship, she's already gone. She's a lot further out. So, oh yeah. I'm sure she'll manage to reach herself. Like I said, she's further out. Okay, so we've moved the action on a little way. Well, a long way. Yeah, she's heading towards the coast, as you can see. Those things in the foreground. Background. The ship's in the foreground. Those things in the background are actually a bit hazy and lighting up every now and then. They're the shore batteries firing, and what you see is the smoke of the cordite and everything else as they open the fire. Yeah, you see the smoke slowly dissipate and go away, and then it all happens again after the fire. And who would want to attack the coastline? It's really stupid. You get victory points for all this, even though I'm not actually controlling any of the shore batteries. I do get victory points for it, but you have to physically see them happening. So what I used to do is, when I had some destroyers based down there, so I used to send out a destroyer every now and then when the British attacked the shore batteries, and get the victory points for British ships that were sunk. That's how I lost all my I had 4 destroyers based in or was it Ostend? I can't remember. They was all destroyed eventually, but I got so much victory points out of it. It was well worth it. And yeah, she's about to beat herself, this ship. And there'll be another one gone. There was a siren in place, not to be seen anywhere. Oh, you're gonna blow up. Oh, she just beat herself. Oh, and there you go. Another one gone. Now you're probably sitting there, wondering to yourself, what has this battle got to do with our battle outside Harwich? Or the Siren battle, if you want to call it. Battle of Harwich. Well, if you cast your memory back at the very start of the battle, the British were actually divided into 3 forces, if you will. There was 2 battleship squadrons, and there was also a large destroyer flotilla. Now the destroyer flotilla, in its infinite wisdom, decided to get out of town as fast as possible. It didn't want anything to do with us. It would not face us at all. It just turned around and fled the battle as fast as possible. Why it would do that, there's so much strange things happening there. So much. beyond belief. I just can't explain any of it, quite honest. It's the weirdest battle I've ever had in distant guns Jutland. But that destroyer flotilla, instead of racing its way home to Chatham Dockyard, where it came from, it decided to throw itself against, yes, this is in here, it decided to throw itself against the shore batteries at Zeebrugge and Ostend. I think they're at Zeebrugge actually. No, they're further down the line. I think they're at Ostend. It looks like they're at Ostend. Well, you might not see that in the video because I may have cut some of it out. I don't know. But I think they're actually lower down, and that's Ostend is the lower port, and Zeebrugge is the higher one channel. So yeah, so instead of taking a chance and attacking our forces and maybe damaging some of my ships, or even, God forbid, sinking some of my ships, they decided to commit suicide instead. So that's all that's going to happen here. They're all going to end up dead. They're all going to end up sunk. They could have done something worthwhile, and instead they're just throwing their lives away. And I have no explanation for it, but they are part of our battle. And like I said, I was so surprised when they turned up here. So surprised. The force you see being, I think it's the 3 destroyers, that wasn't part of the same group. That was a different group of destroyers. Periodically they attack the shore batteries at Ostend and Zeebrugge. Why? I don't know. They normally have a load of oh God, I've forgotten the name of the damn things now. Brain dead. Why is it when as soon as I start talking, doing the after action report, that is, the memory starts going. I can't remember the name of the sodding ship. Well, destroyed, it's been sunk down now. Bye. You could have done something better. Something worthwhile for your country. Instead of just throwing yourself away needlessly. But yeah, I've done this instead. We're heading, as I've showed you earlier, we're heading northeast. To be honest, the operation is at an end. After this battle, I steamed around for quite some time, for almost 12 hours, and I didn't see anything of the British whatsoever. I have to say that I was worried that because my battle cruisers had taken damage and they had used up most of their ammunition. That was a worry. Yes, that was a worry. I must admit, that was a worry. But I kept them out. Although I sent the pre-dreadnought force home, I kept the battle cruisers out because of their speed. They're a lot faster in cruising around than the high seas fleet. And as a consequence of the night action I had with the British battle cruiser fleet, when I sunk them and destroyed their battle cruisers, I reasoned that my ships were fairly safe, and if they did actually encounter the British, they could actually run away. So I wasn't that worried. I just didn't want them to get in contact. I just needed them to scout out ahead of the main battle group, just to try and pick up something. I had just about all my airships out, my Zeppelins, they were all out, scouting around all over the place, and loads of submarines I had searching just outside their bases, but there was no sign of them. No sign of them at all. There was no sign of the British whatsoever. And they had more than 12 hours. It was running to almost 24. I was out for more than 24 hours. I flipped it out of port for more than 24 hours. And there was no sign of the British whatsoever. Thinking about it, I've been wondering about this for some time. Since I did destroy the British battle cruiser force, I haven't really seen anything of the British battle fleet at all. Prior to that, I used to see them quite often when I was out scouting with airships and submarines, but after that, no, I don't recall seeing them at all, quite honest. I've had reports of submarines and a lot of destroyers, but that was near the coast, and that happens a lot. You expect that, because the coastal forces, I mean, when I run a small squadron against the British coast, no matter where they are, normally I encounter something. Normally torpedo boats they are, or destroyers, but there's always submarines. There's British have tons and tons of submarines. The Germans wasn't the only one that had them. In distant guns, Jutland, British do have lots of submarines. They don't use them the same way what we the Germans do, but they do have them. But they use them for scouting mainly, and for mine laying. But like I said, I have not seen hardly nothing, not hardly. No, I've seen nothing of the British forces, which is kind of puzzling. I just don't sort of understand that. Is there something in the game that stops them from coming out if they lose so many forces? Is it because their morale drops so low? Some of you may remember I streamed the Battle of Jutland. In there, I didn't actually damage the British that badly, but I damaged them enough for them to turn around and run off. And because they was faster than us, I had to end the battle with them. Yeah. So is that what's happened here? Is that what has happened here? I don't know. I really do not know. But I will keep hunting. I've got until the end of the year before the campaign is up. That's the campaign year. 1916. We'll get the date right. Anyway, the battle's over. Look, it shows we was in contact for 1 hour and 55 minutes. We had 75 ships, 7 of which have damaged. That's our battle cruisers, by the way. They had 18 ships, which were all destroyers. 14 of them have been destroyed and sunk. And this is definitely the end of our operation. And that was just our luck. Thanks for watching. Take care.